Advertising in real estate is one of the most powerful tools for attracting clients and promoting properties, but it also carries serious legal responsibility under ARS Title 32, Chapter 20, and the Arizona Administrative Code R4-28-502. Every advertisement published by a licensed real estate professional must include specific information to ensure honesty, transparency, and accountability. The purpose of these requirements is to make it clear to the public who is responsible for the advertisement, what type of real estate service is being offered, and under whose authority the advertisement is being made. The Arizona Department of Real Estate, ADRE, enforces these rules to prevent confusion, misrepresentation, and consumer harm in the marketplace. At the foundation of all advertising rules lies AACR 4-28-502, which mandates that every real estate advertisement must clearly and prominently display the employing broker's name as licensed with ADRE. The broker's name must be immediately identifiable and appear in a size and location that the average consumer can easily see. For instance, if an agent creates a flyer for an open house, the brokerage name, such as Realty One Group, must appear clearly on the flyer, typically near the top or bottom of the ad, in print equal to or greater than the agent's name or team name. This requirement applies to all forms of media, printed materials, digital ads, websites, and social media posts. The intent is to ensure the public always knows which brokerage is responsible for the advertisement, because all real estate activity must be conducted under the supervision of the designated broker as required by ARS Section 32-2122. When it comes to individual licensees, advertisements must include the licensee's first and last name as it appears on their real estate license. This rule prevents confusion when consumers contact the licensee for professional services. For example, an agent whose legal name on record is Sarah L. Johnson must use that same name in all advertisements. Using nicknames or abbreviations, like Sarah J. or S. Johnson, can violate R4-28-502 unless they are part of the licensee's official name with ADRE. If an agent operates as part of a team or group, such as the Johnson Realty Team, the ad must still include both the team name and the employing broker's name. The team or group name cannot stand alone or appear more prominently than the broker's name. In addition to the broker and licensee identification, specific information must appear depending on the type of advertisement being published. In yard signs, which are among the most common advertising tools in real estate, the broker's name must be visible and legible from a reasonable distance. The agent's name and contact information may appear, but the broker's name cannot be smaller, hidden, or abbreviated in a way that misleads consumers. For instance, a for sale sign that says, "Call Lisa for info, 602-555-1234. Without including the brokerage name would violate ADRE rules. Similarly, signs that list only a website or social media handle are insufficient if the broker's name is not clearly displayed. In electronic and digital advertising, including websites, email signatures, and social media posts, the same identification rules apply. According to ADRE's advertising guidelines, Substantive Policy Statement 2005.04. The broker's name must appear on each page or section of a website that contains real estate content. If a licensee uses social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok to promote listings, each post must identify the employing broker in the caption, profile, or accompanying text. For example, if an agent posts "just listed, beautiful Scottsdale home, message me for details," the post must include Realty One Group to comply with R4-28-502. The same rule applies to temporary content like Instagram stories or Snapchat posts if they are used to promote real estate. Another critical advertising requirement applies to rental properties and property management advertisements. Under R4 28 502, when advertising rental properties, licensees must disclose whether they are acting as the property owner or a licensed property manager. If a licensee owns the rental property personally, the advertisement must include the phrase owner or agent. This disclosure prevents conflicts of interest and informs the public that the advertiser has a financial stake in the property. For instance, if a salesperson advertises their own rental home on Craigslist, the ad must read, owner or agent, Realty One Group. Failure to make this disclosure can lead to a violation of ARS Section 32-2153 for dishonest conduct. For subdivision or new home development advertising, the law requires additional information under ARS Section 322183 and R428502. If a property is located within a subdivision that has not yet received a public report from ADRE, the advertisement must clearly state, no public report issued. A public report is a disclosure document that provides consumers with important information about the subdivision's infrastructure, utilities, and developer obligations. Advertising or selling lots without this disclosure is a serious violation that can result in fines and license suspension. For example, if a developer promotes beautiful 1-acre lots ready for building, before the ADRE issues a public report, the advertisement must include the required warning to avoid misleading consumers. There are also restrictions on advertising terminology. Licensees must avoid using terms such as specialist or expert unless they can demonstrate actual education or certification supporting that title, as outlined in ARS Section 32-2153. For example, claiming to be a luxury property specialist is acceptable only if the agent has earned a recognized designation, like CLHMS, Certified Luxury Home Marketing Specialist. Using such terms without substantiation can mislead consumers and result in ADRE discipline for false advertising. A final but equally important requirement relates to consistency in contact information. If an advertisement includes phone numbers, websites, or emails, those points of contact must connect directly to the licensee or brokerage named in the advertisement using personal or misleading contact details, such as fake numbers or third-party routing services that disguise the broker's identity, violates R4 28 502. This rule ensures that consumers can always reach the correct party and that communications remain traceable for regulatory compliance. Review summary. Every real estate advertisement in Arizona must include accurate and identifiable information that connects the ad to the employing broker and licensed agent. Under R4 28 502, advertisements must prominently display the broker's name, use the licensee's legal name as registered with ADRE, and disclose ownership if the licensee has a personal interest in the property. Additional disclosures are required for subdivision marketing, undeveloped land, or rental properties. These requirements promote accountability, transparency, and consumer confidence in the real estate market. Discussion. Why must the broker's name appear in all advertisements? Answer. Because the broker is legally responsible for all real estate activities and must be clearly identified to maintain accountability under R4 28 502. When must a licensee include the phrase owner/agent in an advertisement? Answer. When the licensee owns the property being advertised to disclose a financial interest and avoid misleading consumers under R4 28 502. What is the purpose of the no public report issued disclosure in subdivision advertising? Answer. To alert buyers that the property is part of a development that has not yet received ADRE approval and that purchase risks exist under ARS Section 32 2183. Closing remarks. Accurate and transparent advertising is a cornerstone of professional real estate practice in Arizona. Every word, image, and disclosure in an advertisement contributes to public trust and reflects the professionalism of both the agent and the brokerage. By following the requirements outlined in ARS Title 32 and R4 28 502, licensees protect consumers from confusion and protect themselves from costly disciplinary actions. In every advertisement, the goal is simple: be clear, be truthful, and always identify who you represent.